This is for Black men in our 40s and 50s. How do you pour into your children to make them understand who they are?
There's this little ritual that we did really young for the girls. I wouldn't tell them have a nice day, but I would tell them to be great.
Mm,
Whatever it was that they were going to do in that day, measure it not by how good it was, but how great it was. And we challenged them. We put them in a position to do things beyond their imagination, put my girls in martial arts to develop a certain level of discipline. And I encountered this female 6th degree martial artist in Columbia, Maryland. I was reading an article and she's on the front page, arms folded, confidence just beaming. And I said, I see something in her that I want to bless my daughters with.
mm,
My daughters were 4th and 5th grade. And I said, I'm going to put you girls into this program. And I remember they hated the very first day. They didn't want to do the push ups. They didn't want to do any of that stuff. And we were driving home and they were like, Dad, we don't really want to do that. And I said, Well, girls, I know that's probably something that is a little too tough for you, but I just wanted to expose you to it. If you don't want to do it, there is nothing I'm going to do to force you to do it. Very next morning, they were so excited because they got these free gis and these
mm,
white belts, and they saw the potential that was in the room, these yellow and blue and black belts. And they were like, no, daddy, we actually want to do that.
mm.
So they committed to doing it all the way through high school to the point where they became instructors, teaching other young women. I said, do you remember the moment you went to that karate program
Mm,
and said you didn't want to do it? It was too much. I gave you a choice and you said, we want to do this. Then they saw purpose in themselves and they were then pouring that same level of giftedness and vision into young people too.